Welcome to Phoenix International Raceway, site of tonight's ButtKicker Cup Series playoffs finale of the round of 8 race. We will decide which four go on for the championship next week. We are live with qualifying. Drivers have 5 minutes to get their 2 timed laps in. Here you see the 91 of Steven Borbell out on his warm-up lap. Joe Selby out there in a 49 car. Curtis Ecker in the 19. See the green playoff banners on the front windshield, rear spoiler, and front lip, indicating these are cars still in the playoffs. Nigel Christensen in the 20. Very shiny race car. First lap's starting to come in. You got Tyler Lanin in the 83. Quickest on his first lap.
So I am confusion.
What up, JR? Tyler Lanin across the line. Borbell goes second. Ecker currently third. Selby was fourth, drops down to fifth as Chad Bean jumps up to the third spot. Cody Brown, the 17, still out on track, working on his second lap. Cody Brown will register in the 8th spot here. Got Blake Roebuck heading out on track. So see Jeremy Scherer, Adam Buzzio, Ethan Evers all out on track. Very purple race car there for Ethan. Ethan goes to 4th fastest. Buzzio drops in at 5th fastest. Blake Roebuck goes fastest overall and crashes into the wall after doing so. Roebuck now the fastest in qualifying. Does have another lap, but it's already started, so he won't be able to go back out there and improve. 13 cars have completed their qualifying lap. 21 cars total registered here tonight. Mess up your entire queue, and yet you're still sitting P2. I like to mess up and be P2. Literally no one to show you except for Roebuck sitting on pit road. No one else on track. So you might get 45 more seconds of Blake Roebuck sitting on pit road. Exciting. There he is, another angle of Roebuck sitting on pit road. You guys want to check out another one? There we go. Another angle of Roebuck sitting on pit road. Super exciting. Bet you guys weren't ready for this one. Boom! Another angle of Roebuck sitting on pit road. Might even have a few more for you guys. Gyro cam, Roebuck sitting on pit road. Oh damn, another angle! The roll bar cam, which is just gyro without moving. Oh, we got Cliff Mullins. We might have a Cliff Mullins sighting here. Nope. As soon as I click through his name, Qualifying was over. No Cliff Mullen sighting. This dude has everything. Oh, fan butt cam apparently. Great, awesome, amazing cam right here. Way to go,
All right,
iRacing.
everybody, thanks for being here tonight. We have 150 laps. We have a stage break marked by a yellow and bonus points at lap 45. You have 1 fast repair, 60% fuel, and 4 sets of tires in the pits. 3 green-white checkered attempts. Let's be smart out there tonight. We had some issues last night in the Xfinity race involving some playoff guys, so just use your heads out there. Long race at Phoenix. It's going to be a little bit slick out there in the beginning of the race, so thanks for being here. Good luck and have fun.
Yeah, all of what he said. Waiting for Hayden Lowell, Tyler Lanen to get on track so we can start our lineup here. There's Lanen, waiting for Hayden. Hayden, get out of chat and get on track. Let's do a nose lineup for this one because we don't have a right rear shot here. Hayden, get on track. There we go. Hayden's finally done the thing. Let's get our starting lineup for this race from Phoenix International Raceway. Blake Roebuck, your pole sitter in the App State Ford Mustang.
Sorry, DG, I was eating a Pop-Tart.
How dare you. Hayden Lowell starts second in the Napa Ford. Adam Buzzio rolling off third in the number 5 International Toyota. Tyler Lanen, the Brian Hicks Driving Experience Toyota, starts in the 4th spot. And Stephen Borbell, the OSU Ford Mustang, starts 5th. Ethan Everidge Fort Worth Screen Esports Chevy starts 6th. Chad Bean, the A-Shock Chevrolet, starts in 7th. Curtis Ecker's Curtis Ecker Chevrolet rolls off the 8th spot. Joe Selby Miller Genuine Draft Ford Mustang starts in 9th. Nigel Christensen, the Corridor Toyota, starts in the 10th spot. Cody Brown, AC Delco Chevrolet, starts in 11th. Jeremy Scherer, the Chevy, starts in 12th. Sal Canizzo Hooter Chevy rolls off 13th. Wyatt Tinsley, the NF Bar Toyota, starts in 14th. Jonathan Ledger's Haviland Dodge Ford Mustang Charger starts in 15th. Cliff Mullins Race 22 Camaro starts in 16th. TJ Roberts, the Jocko Go Chevy, starts in 17th. JR Deal's 10 Cents Machine rolls off in the 18th spot. Blaine Wilson's Star Wars Toyota starts in 19th. Not on track, Chris Alkire and Revenger. That is our starting lineup for Phoenix. Looking forward to a wonderful race. Cars can be a bit of a handful here. We'll see how we get along here at Phoenix. See once again those green banners on the windshield.
Just to reiterate, we are not using the new iRacing restart procedure. It's disabled. We are doing the restarts the same way we've done them all season.
And for
Initial start's on the leader. I'm sorry, initial start is on green flag. Every other restart after that will be on the leader.
I get 2 pace laps here. See the field working through the
World's
dogleg.
largest, I try to say longest and largest at the same time. World's longest restart zone.
Largest.
Yeah, I didn't think starting at 2 races left in the season, right in the heat of playoffs, was the right time to bring in a new rule.
Most of you know iRacing updating the restart procedures for a lot of the NASCAR ovals. Not in play here tonight. That is what is being discussed there. So Roebuck and Lowell going to lead us to the green. Roebuck has to wait for the green flag to actually fly on the initial start. All other restarts are at leader discretion. And we are underway from Phoenix. 45 laps to go to the end of the stage. See cars instantly cutting across the dogleg. Could be a contentious area all night long. Hayden Lowell going to use that outside line. Drive up and take the lead away from Blake Roebuck. Roebuck having to contend with Lanen for the 2nd spot. Lanen going to get it convincingly, and now we got 3 wide behind him as Roebuck, Buzzio, and Evers all stack up. Nigel Christensen getting bounced around like a pinball between the 19 of Ecker. Heard some wall contact there, but everyone seems to keep going in the right direction. So Hayden Lowell, race leader. Tyler Lane now second. Roebuck third has Adam Buzzio looking inside. Now Ethan Evers has Stephen Borbell looking inside. Battle for third and fifth. Seems Roebuck has held off Buzzio for now. Borbell gets out of shape in the 91 down on the apron. Hangs onto it. Heck of a save from the 91 of Borbell. Car jumped out on him as he crossed off the main racetrack onto the apron to try and cut the track a little. He can make up some ground, but that right there can also happen. The other problem we'll see is the car on the outside lane trying to cut the corner a bit, but the car on the inside lane not cutting as much. They'll come together. Roebuck up high. 5 of Buzzio down low, trying to use that shorter distance. Take away the third spot. Ethan Evers running up into third groove, that number 8 car. Now Evers gets alongside Buzzio. Buzzio seems to get good corner entry and then loses the speed on corner exit. Still Lowland Lane out front. Roebuck in the third spot. Buzzio fourth. Then you have Wyatt Tinsley and Ethan Evers. Wyatt Tinsley says 20 on the car, but he is 88 in this series. We do have another 20 car, so have to be careful. Nigel Christensen, the 20 driver in this series. Tinsley sends it in deep, slides up the track. Ethan Evers crosses over, but he stays in front of Adam Buzzio. Buzzio's dropped back to 6th now. Ethan Evers up to the 4th spot. Wyatt Tinsley 5th. Wyatt now drawn a bead on Ethan Evers in the 8 car. Roebuck seen running that second groove there just ahead. All 3 of these cars have run him down. Hayden Lowell has nearly a full second over Layden. Layden does have a full second over Roebuck and the rest of this battle for the 3rd spot. Evers goes up the hill but keeps the momentum up with Tinsley not able to get alongside, and now the 5 of Buzzio trying to get to the outside of Tinsley. Multi-groove racing going on here at Phoenix. 150 laps here on this 1-mile racetrack. Still Roebuck, Evers, Tinsley locked in a 3-car battle for the 3rd spot. Tinsley and Evers wheel to wheel as they come off the corner heading down through the dogleg. It's obviously a corner on your screen, but in the track map they don't consider that a corner. They consider that the dogleg. Then this is turns 1 and 2. Then this is the old front stretch. Now it is the back stretch. They head down into 3 and 4. And as you come out of 4, you'll hit the start-finish line. Very odd track configuration now for Phoenix, especially if you're used to the old school way. I don't know what geography and geometry these folks went to, but that's a turn. If you don't turn, you hit the wall. Therefore, it's a turn. You and me both, Bill. Old Phoenix was the best. I really liked it when it was grass down through the infield, so you couldn't cut across there. You get so many more wrecks with people trying to cut and then come back up. So Ethan Evers drops back a little bit. Blake Roebuck finally gives up that 3rd spot as Wyatt Tinsley muscles past him in the 88. Yeah, we get along just fine on that one, Bill. Just fine. Wyatt Tinsley up to 3rd. We'll see if he can do anything about the 2.2 second gap he has to catch Tyler Lane. Roebuck falling to the 4th spot. Now has the 8 of Evers and the 5 of Buzzio knocking on his back door. Hayden Lowell out front, not in the playoffs. Tyler Lane also
Selby, just so you know, I'm having to get out of the gas earlier.
not in the playoffs. Wyatt Tinsley not in the playoffs. So
Breaking
Blake
just a little
Roebuck
earlier than I have been.
currently the lead playoff driver. And you have Ethan Evers, Adam Buzzio also in contention for those playoffs. There's places I like it and places I don't mind it, Bill. Obviously, Daytona and Talladega super speedways, it causes huge accidents by doing it, so why cut? Phoenix is another place where it just causes accidents. Now, Chicagoland depends on the field you're in, I've noticed. Ethan Evers brushes the outside walls. He comes off 4 and across the line. That's going to give the spot to Adam Buzzio. Heard Buzzio griping on the radio about having to slow down while he was behind Evers. Now he's gotten by him, so hopefully he will be happy now. Evers down to the 6th spot. Selby rides in 7th. Selby rides on a controller, so every time he's on a track, it impresses me. Always like to give him a shout out. On a controller. Keep in mind, whenever you see him passing somebody or in a battle, he's doing it on controller. Stephen Borbell in the 8th spot has Cliff Mullins alongside. And Sal Canizo? No, that is Curtis Ecker. A lot of orange cars in this series. Curtis Ecker in 10th, Nigel Christensen 11th. It's very impressive, isn't it, Bill? We've made it 10% of this way. Race. Shout out Diwadi Bama. Ecker battling now with Borbell, the 19 and 91. Nigel Christensen thought about making a 3-wide there. Thank goodness he didn't as Borbell gets up into the outside wall. Ecker makes a maneuver down low to avoid him ricocheting. We have Chad Beam in the 12th spot. So we keep checking out our field here. And you got TJ Roberts, number 3 car. 3 and 24 racing together. That feels like old times, doesn't it? And you got 15 of Jeremy Sher. Cody Brown's in 15th. JR Deal is in 16th. Blaine Wilson 17th. There is Sal Canizo in the 18th spot. And Jonathan Ledger currently in 9th. Joe Selby gets by Ethan Evers. Move his controller car sideways and drifting up into the 6th spot. Great, eh? Held on to it though. Good job there, Joe Selby. JR Deal currently in the 16th spot. There's Cody Brown on pit road. Seems Cody has maybe had enough or has some sort of issue. We'll keep an eye on him. See what happens with the 17s. He comes down pit road. Everyone else kind of spread out on track. So we're not missing a whole lot. Cody hits his box. See if he takes tires or... Yep, right side's up in the air. 20 laps in. Tires going on the 17. Curious. Hayden Lull still leads. Tyler Lanen in 2nd. Wyatt Tinsley cut into that lead quite a bit. Was 2.2 seconds back. Now 1 second back from Tyler Lanen. But Tinsley is on the move in the 3rd spot. Just had a lot of track to make up. Blake Roebuck rides in the 4th spot. There is Adam Buzzio 5th. Joe Selby 6th. Ethan Evers is falling back to 7th. There's Cliff Mullins 8th. Stephen Borbell 9th. In the battle between Ecker, Roberts, Christensen battling for 10th. TJ Roberts all the way at the outside line. Gonna use that momentum to get by Ecker. Nice move there from TJ Roberts. Now Nigel Christensen trying to set up a pass. Let's go back up front as Wyatt Tinsley has run down Lanen. Lanen suddenly fallen off the pace as he was 1 second behind our leader. Now he's nearly 3. Cody Brown clearly having some kind of issue as he's been on pit road for over a minute and a half in his pit box. Lanen all the way out by the outside wall. Tinsley going to get a good run here. Lanning going to use that high line to keep the momentum up. Stays ahead of Tinsley for the moment. Tinsley covering the bottom. Trying to keep his Camry glued down low. Takes the shortcut across the bottom. See the sparks flying as the drivers transition from the apron to the main track. Tinsley going to pack it in low. Lanning probably going to have to give it to him this time. Tinsley probably slide up here, take his line away. We'll see if the crossover comes, and it does. Saw the 20/88 get out of shape. The 83 able to cut back underneath him. Outstanding battling going on here for the second place. Oh, big slide out of there. Tinsley machine there. Tinsley able to keep it going in the correct direction. Battle for P2, really the only thing we have going on right now. I have Christensen and Ecker still battling it out back here.
Take it low, Joe.
Sounds like Buzzy is going to let the 49 through. Joe Selby moves up to the 5th spot, into the top 5 on his controller. Good job there, Joe. Tinsley and Lanning still going at it. See if the crossover comes. Lanning definitely tried, but I don't think he had quite enough juice to get there. So that'll move Tinsley into 2nd spot. Lanning going to try to get the nose down there. He actually got there. Wow. He came from a long way back to get that car to the inside. Is that down on the apron there? Jonathan Ledger, 28 car, see him sparking. It's like his right front wheel is busted there as he heads into the pit lane. Problems for the 28, Jonathan Ledger. It seems we may have lost the 91 of Borbell. Borbell not shown on track anywhere. It's not even showing on pit road, even though the ticker says he is. He is not. Ecker and Cher doing battle, the 15 and 19. This will be for the 13th spot. By battling so hard, Tinsley and Lanning are now over 4 seconds back. Good gracious. Oh, Lanning up into the outside wall. He's driving hard in the 83. That damn toe link. You're right, Bill. Oh, he gets a shot. Lanning gets into the back of Tinsley in the 88. Gets very sideways. Nice job to hang on to it there by Tinsley. It's happening over 4 seconds back behind Hayden Lowell. Lowell very good at this track, as we know. 20% of this race clicked off. You see him closing in on Sal Canizzo. Canizzo last car in the lead lap at the moment. Hayden running all the way up by the wall to start this corner, and then dives it down towards the bottom of corner exit to straighten out the exit of the corner. A little crossed over here with Sal Canizzo, so probably going to take his time getting by with the large lead he has. Canizzo up into the outside wall, letting our leader Hayden Lowell through. Canizzo jumps to the lucky dog position. First car 1 lap down, 15 on the lead lap. We've worked caution free since the start. These two continue to put on a heck of a show. Blaine Wilson, Chad Bean. It's for the final spot in the top 10. So jumping Cliff Mullins is gotten by the 3 of TJ Roberts. Mullins up to the 7th spot now. Buzzio still 6th. Selby in the top 5. Roebuck 4th. Selby cutting into that gap, I believe, between himself and Roebuck. We also have Cher, Ecker, JR Deal. 3-car battle for the 13th spot. Looks like Borbell is reconnected, now shown 5 laps down. There's the Borbell fans, give you an update there. Clint, appreciate you, my man. Thanks so much for supporting everything we do here. You are a gentleman and a legend. We appreciate you. And good morning. Hopefully your trip is going well. Just for Clint, let's go back out front. Here's Hayden Lowell, now over 5 seconds ahead of Wyatt Tinsley. Tinsley and Lanen still doing hellacious battle here for that 2nd spot. See, actually, the Roebuck machine has started to reel in these two. See in the background, there's the black, green, and yellow Mustang. Roebuck's starting to reel in on Tinsley and Lanen. Just met a Joe's driver in person. I'm going to guess. I'm probably going to be wrong, but I'm going to guess Natters. Sal Camizzo lap machine starting to drift backwards to these guys as Blake Roebuck catching up. So now we got 4 cars on screen. Gotcha. Sal gets up and out of the way. For 2 of the 3, Roebuck closes right on him. It's going to cost Roebuck a little bit of time as he almost got into the back of Canizzo. Tinsley, Lanen, still duking it out for a second. You're high? Yeah, Borbell got cut out. Dropped to 17th. 5 laps down. It's rough. Them part failures, man. They be killer in racing. Yeah, I remember that name. Lanen looking to the inside of Tinsley. Here comes Borbell. Borbell on fresh tires after being disconnected. Borbell going to be flying. Still green since the drop of the initial start. Oh, 88 of Tinsley up and into the outside wall. It's so hard to say 88 when his car says 20. But on your scoreboard, it is the 88. See Borbell getting by Lanen. That doesn't do anything for position, but there goes Roebuck. Roebuck to the outside of Tinsley. That is for position. Roebuck 3rd now. Joe Selby gets by. Selby up to 4th. Tinsley actually takes it to pit road. So first of our leaders to hit the pits. Wyatt Tinsley out of the top 5 onto pit road at lap 43. Good night, Mikey. Would have thought they would have tried to go all the way to lap 50. Oh, you had to back up a little bit too. It's going to be a costly situation there. Lanen also out of the top 5 onto pit road. And the stage coming up here as well. The caution will come out there. And that caution is going to make these guys be trapped a lap down. I don't get these pits here. Don't get them at all. Very curious.
Oh.
Here we are, final lap of the stage. Hayden Lowell on cruise control at this point. Up 7 seconds over Roebuck now. Here he comes through turns 3 and 4. Hayden gets the 10 points for the stage. I'm sure we're going to have to hit the button a couple more times. It's going to take a while for those other guys to cycle around. There's Roebuck and Selby. Cliff Mullins, TJ Roberts, Blaine Wilson, Adam Buzzio. Yep, there it is. Knew that was going to happen. Alright, there we go. Chad Bean, Ethan Evers, Nigel Christensen.
Stage should be out, right?
Yep. That is 10 drivers on the lead lap. There is our stage caution. Unbelievable that the 83 and 88 pitted, knowing there would be a caution. It's like Wyatt Tinsley has disconnected.
Pace car in the 1. In the 1.
There's Hayden Long
I've had that
catching up.
problem all night.
2 to pace car. Blake Roebuck making up that 8-second gap.
Pace car in one of those corners.
Looks like the pits are open. Hayden, Roebuck, Selby, Mullins all hitting pit road here. Here they all come. Hayden Law going to have the #1 pit stall all the way around.
I'm gonna need a black cleared. I don't know what the 24 was doing. Ah, you passed me. You shouldn't get cleared.
There's Roebuck in his box. Christensen stays out in the 20, becomes race leader. And Buzzio on pit road. Here goes Cliff Mullins out. So Hayden Law wins the race off pit road. Roebuck will be second, Cliff Mullins third. It's like TJ Roberts come off pit road next. JR Deals. Looks like he stayed out. And Blaine Wilson. Adam Buzzio. Ethan Evers in the 8. And way over here, Chad Bean in the 24. Those are the lead lap machines. Joe Selby shown also in the lead lap on 11th. Tyler Lanen in the wave around position ahead of our leader. Obviously he'll stay out here. Curtis Ecker hits pit road, so he will go back a lap down, will not get the wave around. Jeremy Scherer, I believe, in the same boat on pit road there. Sal Canizzo showing 2 laps down. Warbell staying out, trying to go from 5 laps down to 4 laps down. Jonathan Ledger shown 18 laps down. Had an 8.5 minute pit stop, fixing damage for
Do
the
I get
28.
main choice in this series or no?
Cody Brown still sitting on pit road.
If
16
you're the
minutes
leader,
the
yes.
time there. So no idea what's going on with Brown, but
10-4, thank you.
Did anybody run out of gas, or did everybody make it?
I was gonna be short, and then I started using fifth way more. But no, I made it. I want the top, by the way, Blake.
you mix up your
I was
series.
just curious, 'cause I ran
You didn't
out
know
of
there'd be a
it in
yellow?
my box there.
I had 2 laps left.
I think this is the only series that throws a yellow word. Everybody else is like, there's enough yellows, let's not add to it. There go the waiver rounds. They head on back to the back of the field. Race leader moves up to the pace car. Hi, Clapper. Night's going unexpected as we had to jump in and do some work here tonight. Covering for Clint as he has other obligations. Figured I would be kind and please rewind.
Tighten it
Pace
up, guys.
car heads on in. Roebuck and Lowell going to lead us to the green flag. Now, they have anywhere between here and the start line an insane amount of time to choose when to restart. Ever since Phoenix reconfigured, but pit road is still way down yonder. There goes Hayden Lowell. Taken off. Blake Roebuck comfortably in second. Cliff Mullins to the third spot. Has the 3 of TJ Roberts to his outside. Mullins spins it down into the inside. I think he's going to collect the wall. There it is. Cliff Mullins spitting his venom right into the wall. I don't think he's going to have 22 more races with that car. The 18 is around as well. Blaine Wilson. A couple of lead lap machines having trouble here. Let's find out what happens to Blaine. He just loses it on its own. Off the top side there. Out of control. Down onto the apron. His Palpatine machine getting stricken by the looseness of the racetrack. Who is that up ahead? Is that Cliff? Cliff's car is just sounding terrible. Car sparking, dragging parts, stays out on the track. He's going to try to hope for a yellow, I guess. Cliff Mullins' car in rough shape. Hayden Lowell, meanwhile, already out to a 1-second lead over Blake Roebuck, TJ Roberts, Adam Buzzio, Ethan Evers, Joe Selby, Chad Bean, Nigel Christensen, JR Deal, and Tyler Lane in your top 10. So we continue to watch the 37 just in case something breaks. Seems a good place to keep the camera. That car in bad shape. Behind him, you see the 28 of Jonathan Ledger, 18 laps down now. Here's the Hornet's Nest. Yeah, Roebuck, Roberts, Buzzio, Evers, and Selby. 5 cars you can throw under a blanket. 3 of them with playoff banners on them. Ethan Evers looking under Adam Buzzio, but nothing doing. Nigel Christensen brushing the wall as he comes off turn 2. Looks like no harm, no foul for the 20 car. Mullins finally does hit pit road in the 37, then overshoots his pit box. 37 having a tough time. Looks like he's taking the fast repair and heading back out. Mullins not able to get that caution he was hoping for. Now shown 1 lap down. Here comes Hayden to put him a 2nd lap down. That Cliff's going to stay 1 lap down, so that's fortunate for him, but he is the 3rd car 1 lap down. He's had some work to do if he wants to try to get that lucky dog. So Hayden, 2.5 over Blake Roebuck. Close behind Roebuck, Roberts, Buzzio, Evers, Selby. Little 5-car train. After them, you have Chad Bean, 24 car in 7th spot. Nigel Christensen in 8th after rubbing the wall a little bit. And shows JR Deal in 9th. Tyler Lanen down off the track right now. What happened to Lanen? Jump back, take a look. Doesn't show anything interesting, just pulled down, looks like. Not sure what happened at 83. Very curious now on pit road. Lanen may be calling it a quit. And there goes. So Tyler Lanen Something breaking on that car as retired from the race. 40% of the way. See Hayden Lowell catching back marker to the 28 of Jonathan Ledger. Make him now 19 laps down. Ledger having crash damage he had to repair under green. Blake Roebuck now comfortable second. TJ Roberts further back in third. Then you have Buzzio and Evers. Continue to watch Evers and Buzzio do battle as they pass the 28 car. So if you have any other good battles on track, not a lot. By the numbers, statistically, this is our best battle. You see the 3, 5, 8, and 49 all right there together. Go Neo! He was only 19 laps down. I have hope. He's past Wyatt Tinsley and up into the 17th spot. He should be passing Tyler Lane in about 14 laps or so. TJ Roberts cruising in third at the moment. That's Selby trying to put a move on. Went too far down. Selby and Evers. Selby to the low side, gets around Ethan Evers. Selby back up into the top 5. Ethan Evers dropping down to the 6th spot. Yeah, McKenna Hayden's up front again. Lives up there, it seems. To show you that Napa Auto Parts Ford Mustang. Hayden Lowell on cruise control at the moment, 2.8 up over Blake Roebuck. There is Blake in second. TJ Roberts currently in the 3rd spot. Adam Buzzio, Joe Selby. Ethan Evers falling back a little bit in the 8 machine. Starting to lose ground. Heck yeah, Captain. We'd love to have you back. There is Chad Bean in 7th. Andrew Christensen in 8th. J.R. Deal in the 9th spot. Yeah, the 18 Lane Wilson who spun right at the start of this green flag run. Trying to make up ground. Currently the last car in the lead lap. You have Jeremy Scher up here. First car 1 lap down. That will be a preoccupying thing there, Cal. Do it while you can, I say. Curtis Eckerd also a lap down 12th. Cliff Mullins a lap down 13th. Another one that spun right at the start of the green flag run, but he got significant damage, had to come down pit road to take his fast repair, so that's why he is a lap down and Blaine Wilson is not. You have Sal Canizzo 2 laps down on his own lap there in 13th. Stephen Borbell 4 laps down. He got disconnected early on. Unfortunate for him as a playoff driver to have that sort of issue. Tyler Lanen has left the race. He didn't know the stage was coming out and pitted right before it. Got trapped a lap down, so he has removed himself from contention, as has Wyatt Tinsley in both of those machines having that same issue. Joe Selby battling up into the 4th spot now. Oh, practice never hurts. Practice is always a good idea. Now practice can be done wrong if you practice the wrong way over and over and over again. That's entirely possible. I like to practice with other cars on track, see what they're doing. Closing in on halfway. It'd be like that sometimes, Kevin. Joe Selby continuing his impressive march into the 4th spot. Usually worry about guys on controller burning the tires off a little too much, but so far so good for him. Although he gets up out of the groove there. May have spoke too soon. Just using the high line. Made it work. Stays out of Buzzio. All good. Lost a little ground to Roberts though. Hayden's lead now over 3 seconds. And that's what that looks like at Phoenix. Roebuck there in 2nd. It's quite a gap. And you see Roebuck, Roberts, Selby, Buzzio, Evers. And Evers has about 3-4 seconds over Chad Bean here. You don't think, or didn't think, it takes a lot of work. A lot of work. JR Deal losing the 9th spot to Blaine Wilson. Wilson trying to recover from that spin he had. Having a share here. Let's see what happens to the 15 car. See the 20 bounce off the wall. This did the 9, that's what cost him the spot. Share just goes up the track and iRacing considers this a crash. Alright. Well done there, iRacing. Gave me a note, said the 15 may have crashed. It's no kind of crash. So Hayden's running about a second off of his average time. 2.2 off of his quickest lap. That's how much the fall off affects these cars. They did it around lap 45. So 30 laps into this run for the most part. They kind of just went green on 50, so 26 laps in. Tires fall off pretty fast for these cars. Yeah, Roebuck, Roberts, Selby. Selby definitely gaining on Roberts. Could see a battle for 3rd here before too long. AJ Henderson's controller king. I'm going to start calling Joe Selby controller prince. Not too shabby himself. J-Bo coming in with a massive raid. What up, J-Bo? Welcome, everyone. Hello, hi, how are you? We currently watch Hayden Lowell dominate this 150 lap event here at the Phoenix Raceway. This is the ButtKicker Cup Series, part of the Sidewinder Racing Leagues. DGSRacing.com for all your information on our leagues here. We have a good time with them. Open to everybody. We race every single night doing something, so come check us all out. See Hayden well out in front of Blake Roebuck, 3.4 seconds to the gap, and Roebuck has TJ Roberts and Joe Selby closing in quickly. Jabo, appreciate your raid, my man. How was your stream and how was your night going? See Adam Buzzio in the 5th spot. Cars with those green banners on the windshield and the green spoilers, those are our playoff drivers. We're going to go from 8 tonight to 4 next week for our championship. Next week, championship week for Sidewinder. Then we take about 2 months off and then we get going again. 15-week seasons, fixed setups. Hey JR, what up? How about it? How about it, Jabo Squad? Lap 80 of 150. Hayden Lowell been in control most of the race. Had a stage break around lap 45. Other than that stage, we've been green since the start of the race. 19 cars started this one. We're down to 16 remaining. Stephen Borbell in the 91s hit pit road. He got disconnected early on, so he's on a little bit different pit sequence than the rest of the crew. There's Blake Roebuck riding in the second spot, our highest playoff driver at the moment. Trying to punch his way to the finale next week. We got TJ Roberts there in third. Joe Selby in fourth. Just steadily inching his way forward. He's trying to catch TJ Roberts. Gaps coming down slowly but surely between the two. Roberts way up by the wall. He's going to use that to straighten out his exit though, get a good run down the backstretch. So weird calling the front stretch the backstretch now. Phoenix just confuses me. I'm sure I'm not the only one. Hayden's gap now over 4 seconds. Hayden always been very good at Phoenix, showing us once again why that is. Saw not too far ahead of him, Cliff Mullins, about to go 2 laps down. Briefly saw the leader coming up behind him. Been a struggle since the restart here for Cliff Mullins. JR Deal in the 9 car. He's last car on the lead lap. He's going to have to get a move on too. As you see right in the background there was the blue and yellow 67 closing in to put these guys another lap down. Closest battle on track. It's going to be Nigel Christensen, Blaine Wilson, the 18 and 20. A couple Toyotas battling for the 8th spot. Looks like we may have lost Jeremy Scher in the 15. Hayden continuing to cruise, now nearly 5 seconds. The gap from Hayden back to Blake Roebuck. Roebuck in his App State Ford Mustang rides in the 2nd spot. TJ Roberts in his Jocko Go Chevy. Selby starting to fade a little bit. He had gotten that gap down under a half second. Now it's nearly back up to a full second between him and Roberts. Perhaps the controller Prince running out of a little bit of tire. And you got Buzzio in the 5th spot. And Evers riding in 6th. Evers has Wilson, Bean, and Christensen all behind him now. Wilson looking to the outside of Ethan Evers. A couple of purple cars doing battle. That'll move Wilson up to the 6th spot. Wilson coming on strong after spinning to start this green flag run. Ethan Evers takes to the low side there. That's going to allow Blaine Wilson to get away from him. 24 of Chad Bean trying to get to the outside of Evers. He's able to do so. That's probably going to give him enough momentum once he gets through 3 and 4 here. You got him, Mer. We'll get you a hydrate in here. Thank you, sir. Chad Bean goes a long way around Ethan Evers. See the green on Ethan Evers' car. He's still one of our playoff drivers. Only 8 remain. Cut it down to 4 after this race. Able to clear Evers. Evers going to try to cut back on him. watch this. Selby's gap to third is now over a second, falling away a little bit. Hayden Lowell's gap hanging out right at that 5-second mark. Now Evers falling back to Nigel Christensen. Christensen looking to take that 8th spot away. Very long green flag run here ever since the restart of the race around lap 50. Did have a yellow for the stage in this series, the only series for Sidewinder Racing Leagues that has a stage caution. Without that, we would have been green since the start. And this series, this season, set a record for Sidewinder for the most cautions in a race. It was 38 cautions in a race at Martinsville. Absolute insanity. And here we are. No cautions for incident at lap 94 of 150 of this one. 15 of Cher did come down for a pit stop recently. Got disconnected, so put new tires on his car. Why you see him cutting through the field down in 15th. Let's go to the outside of Chad Bean. Fall off here is huge. Current race leader Hayden Lowell nearly 2 seconds slower than his best lap. Best lap at a 27:49. Current last lap was a 29:38. So nearly nearly 2 full seconds of fall off on these older tires now. Hayden 5 seconds over this man, Blake Roebuck. You see the 3 of Roberts coming down to pit road. Also on pit road, the 18 of Wilson, 20 of Christensen. The 9 of JR Deals also hit pit road. Cars finally coming down for some service. If it stays green, they should be able to make it the rest of the way. It's like Chad Bean, 7th place. He's come on in. Is that behind him? Cliff Mullins, I believe. Mullins losing that lap early on, so he had to come down and take a fast repair. It's like Buzzio's heading down in the 5. Gives up the 4th spot to come down pit road. Problem with pitting early is you can get trapped a lap down should the yellow come out for any reason. So it'll probably be a while before we see Hayden. Especially with this 5-second gap, and Roebuck hasn't pitted yet, so he's not in any danger. There's Roebuck staying out once again. Joe Selby in 3rd. Ethan Evers now up to the 4th spot. Everyone else hitting the pit road as Buzzio gets to his box. TJ Roberts riding in the 6th spot, about to go by Buzzio in the pits. He's the first car 1 lap down at the moment. Roebuck has finally come to pit road. Cliff Mullins coming back to pit road. He must have had some sort of penalty for the 37. And looks like Mullins has decided to call it quits. Pulls to the inside and disappears from the race. 2/3 of the race is complete. And the Hayden Lowell race leader on pit road, along with the, I believe that is the 19 of Curtis Ecker. Yes, that is the 19 of Curtis Ecker. Hayden Lowell, race leader, beside a car on pit road. That has to give him a little bit of nerves, but he knows he is the, I believe, 2nd car on the line, so it should be no problem. Ecker should be pitting first. There he goes. And Hayden comes to his box. Nice and clean stop, doesn't have to back up. Selby on pit road as well, had worked himself up to the 2nd spot. Now Ethan Evers, by virtue of not pitting yet, takes over the race lead. His RaceEPI.com Chevrolet Camaro. Now he brings it to the pit road. It should cycle the lead back to Hayden. And there he goes. Hayden Lowell back to the race lead in the 67. Ethan had really faded there. He might go a lap down. Be interesting to see how things shake out for the 8 when he comes back to the track. Blaine Wilson up to the 6th spot. Evers still on pit road. Might go from leading to a lap down. So here comes Hayden in the 67. There is Ethan coming off pit road. He's going to stay on a lead lap for only just. Evers in the 9th spot. As leader Hayden Lowell right behind him. Oh no. Did you get a black flag for unsafe pit exit? Hayden's got now 5 seconds over TJ Roberts. Roberts has gotten ahead of Blake Roebuck. Roebuck now 3rd. 7.7 seconds behind race leader. There's Joe Selby in 4th. He's got 1.7 to make up on Roebuck. 9 seconds behind race leader. Then you have Adam Buzzio in the 5. This long green flag run, this battle is our closest one on track. Buzzio nearly a full second behind Joe Selby. We also have Ethan Evers trying to run down 24 of Chad Bean and stay ahead of race leader Hayden Lowell at the same time. A lot going on there. See the 8s gaining on that white, yellow, and red 24. He's going to have to make quick work of him so he doesn't go a lap down trying to fight him. Getting tight. Lowell looking to the inside of Ethan Evers to put Ethan a lap down. 9th place car. Hayden's going to cut to the shortcut, and get alongside the 24 of Bean. Meanwhile, Evers trying to follow him through. That'll put them both a lap down, but Evers jumps ahead of Chad Bean. Now Evers in the lucky dog spot should that caution finally come out. Now Evers going to look to get back by Lowell. Evers has fresher tires by maybe 10 laps. But Hayden has been the fastest car all night long. Now you see the 20 of Nigel Christensen. That is the 7th place car. Hayden Lowell goes to the outside of him. Ethan Evers is going to try to follow through in the 8, pick up another spot. And Evers clears Christensen, so Evers up to the 7th spot, following race leader as he laps these machines. See the 28, Jonathan Ledger going another lap down. That puts him 21 laps down. Rough night for the 28. Now Christensen and Bean battle for the 8th spot between the 20 and 24. We also got Joe Selby trying to take away 3rd from Blake Roebuck here. A couple of Mustangs doing battle. those of you just joining us, that 49 runs on controller, so we're all impressed. Started calling him Controller Prince. It's the inside of Blake Roebuck. Just not able to get enough momentum to get alongside. Ducks back in line behind him. Blake Roebuck blinking out for a second there. Like Sal Canizzo has taken his car to the garage. Very long green flag run here at Phoenix. Unexpected for this series, to be honest. As we mentioned, one race this season, 38 cautions. Joe Selby gets up and into the outside wall, coming off turn number 4. Cost him a little bit of ground too, Blake Roebuck. Let's check in on our other battle. Chad Bean, Nigel Christensen. They're still 8th and 9th. Haven't seemed to miss a whole lot here. JR Deal heads the pit road in the 9 car. His Dodge Charger Ford Mustang. I believe that is Borbell behind him, also hitting pit road in the 91. 10th place and 12th place machines heading down pit road. Hayden continuing to lead. Now 8 seconds over TJ Roberts. Good gracious. Roberts circling around in 2nd. Blake Roebuck 3rd as Joe Selby reeling him back in. It's 91 if Borbell comes off pit road underneath him. He'll probably make quick work of them. He'll be about a second faster. Like a Ford commercial all of a sudden. 3 Mustangs on our screen. Borbell finds himself now right between 3rd and 4th place. He joined us late. Borbell had some connection issues. Cost him about 4 laps. After that pit stop, he's now showing 6 laps down. Selby not going away. Keeps closing in on the back of Roebuck. Just has not been able to find a way by yet. Esports Team Carolina. Welcome. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Let's finally get this battle we've been waiting for between Roebuck and Selby side by side down the backstretch. Selby to the inside, Roebuck up high. Very close quarters between the 2 Mustangs. Selby going to take the short road across the apron. Roebuck going to keep it wound up high. They're both closing in on TJ Robertson 2nd. You could have a 3-way battle for that 2nd spot here in short order. It's like 3 car of Roberts may have brushed the wall coming out of turn number 2. Selby slides up a bit, fortunate not to get into Roebuck. Caution, wait! Curtis Ecker is around the 19. What happened to Curtis Ecker here? It looks like he gets down on the apron a little bit and loses the 19. Yep. got down below that yellow line and around it went. Because he was up on the racing surface, iRacing throws the yellow there. So only our second yellow, first one for incident. 28 laps remaining. We should see everyone on pit road here.
After review, the 19 looks like he got down onto the apron and self-spun. Nobody else is collected. No penalty given.
Here comes race leader Hayden Lowell to pit road. Should be 4 tires for the 67. Should not need fuel. But the tire is such a commodity. Fall off so important here. And you see Roberts, Roebuck, Selby, Buzzio, Wilson, and Evers. Evers is going to stay out. That'll give Evers a waiver around here. We'll watch the race off pit road. Roebuck finally getting to his box. We want the other end. I should really label these cameras better. 67 of Lowell down and away. Comes Robertson at 3. You want to beat Roebuck off the pit road. Selby will be 4th. Here comes Buzzio. And there goes the 18 of Wilson. Not many cars left on the lead lap after that long green flag run. Look at that host of cars in front of him that are going to probably take a wave around here. So here's Ethan Evers coming to pit road as the lucky dog. He'll restart 7th. They have Nigel Christensen 1 lap down. He's got to stay out to be that 1 lap down. If he comes down pit road, he'll be 2 laps down. Same's true for the 19 Curtis Ecker and the 24 of Chad Bean. You have JR Deal right behind the pace car. He's currently 2 laps down. If he pits, he'll be 3, so he's going to stay out.
Bruh.
You're right, Hayden.
I'm just glad this has been a quick race.
Great race tonight, guys. Hopefully it didn't jinx it there. Probably did. Fuck.
Yeah, y'all waited for you to pit and then you crashed.
That's what I would have done.
Well, believe me, my intention was to make it the rest of the way on fuel, but apparently my car had other plans.
Well, that kind of happens when you go in.
Yeah, it was going to be close.
Yep, Warbell 5 laps down after his
I want the top again. Wait.
connection snafu. Share 9 laps down. All these guys are going to be taking this wave around. We get the 1 to go. And then Hayden Lowell, Blake Roebuck will be your front row. Lowell, the leader in the 67, will be taking the top, as you heard on the radio. Lane choice in this league. There go the wave around cars.
Tighten it up, guys. If you Kyle Busch the restart, you will get black flagged.
So if you get a legal restart, and it's a really good one, you'll get black flagged. That's what I heard. Lowell can go anywhere between when the pace car turns off and the start finish line, and the green flag flies. Which is a really long time here at Phoenix because of the reconfiguration. Can Roebuck Buzzio do anything with Lowell so far? No. Lowell going to take off down the short chute. See everyone scrambling.
That's where we need to add an extra half a lap, guys.
Lowell gets clear. Roebuck to 2nd. Selby 3rd. Buzzio 4th. Roberts falling to 5th. Blaine Wilson 6th. Ethan Evers 7th. And that is your lead lap machines. JR Deal, first car there, not on the lead lap, but he is 2 laps down in 9th. Lucky dog currently Nigel Christensen, the 20. He would like to stay ahead of Ecker and Bean if he could help it. attrition pretty strong in this one. You had Cliff Mullins go out because his kid decided to shove an iPad in his face when he exited pit road. I believe Sal Canizzo is out of this one as well. Been on pit road quite a while in the 13. No power, big storms. There's the story on Canizzo. That is unfortunate, my friend. Storms be really annoying like that sometime. Hayden Lowell nearly a full second already over this hornet's nest of Roebuck, Selby, and Buzzio. And you see Roberts, Everts, and Wilson. So all 6 of these cars for position. The Everts really drive it in there in the 8, trying to get past the 18 of Wilson. Pretty much a race for second. On back's really entertaining. Hayden Lowell making it less fun for the race lead, but good for him. We'll keep an eye on these other guys. Buzzio and Roberts doing battle, the 5 and 3 machines. And behind them, the 8 and 18. Very close between the 8 and 18. That right front fender and the left rear of the 8 got dangerously close together. I report Christensen may have had an issue. Oh, the 20. Heavily damaged. What happened here? Did the apron get him out of shape? Yep. Shot him to the inside wall. Bam! Christensen was in position for the lucky dog. Now that's gone to Chad Bean as Christensen's fallen off that pace and onto pit road. He's going to have to take a fast repair in the 20. Tough break for Nigel. Here comes race leader Hayden Lowell, putting Nigel 2 laps down. And then J.R. Deal would be passing him for position in the 9. 10/10ths. Little Caesar's machine. There goes JR up into the top 10. Nigel falling out. Hayden 1 second over Blake Roebuck, Joe Selby. These 2 battle for a second. Joe brushing the wall a little bit there. You don't need that Lightning McKenna. Waste it all. Joe going to try to take the shortcut there. Didn't quite get enough ground made up to get alongside. He's going to send it low. Blake trying to get better corner exit. So 2 very different strategies there. Theory would be if Selby could get just alongside him enough, it would alter Roebuck's line. Things have settled between the 2 for the moment. Really, this crew is the entertainment from 2nd to 7th. 16 to go from Phoenix. Laps winding down. Hayden Lowell enjoying that 1.2 second advantage. Blake Roebuck rides 2nd. Joe Selby 3rd. TJ Roberts 4th. Adam Buzzio in the 5 and 5th. You love it when there's that kind of synergy. Ethan Evers 2 spots ahead of where he should be in 6th. Blaine Wilson 7th, Chad Bean riding in 8th, Curtis Ecker 9th, J.R. Deal 2 laps down in 10th. $14 to go for Hayden Lowell. Hayden hoping for no more cautions. Everyone else hoping for more cautions. Good look at TJ Roberts there. Joe Selby, Blake Roebuck. Roebuck seems switching to Ford mid-season. Got a deal from Ford Performance while they were running other manufacturers, usually Chevrolet. So the team had to scramble mid-season, switch over to Ford. Here you go with who supports you. Hayden Lowell on cruise control. 12 to go from Phoenix. Wilson and Evers the closest battle on track right now. Wilson looks to the inside of Ethan Evers. Seems like these two have been battling since the restart with 30 to go. You don't know what it means? Race lightning just means getting rid of your channel points. Doesn't do anything. It's just kind of a laugh. There's stuff in there that does do things. That one is just wasting lightning. Doesn't mean anything. There goes the 18. Blaine Wilson past Ethan Evers. See if he can get him clear. Let's not take the shortcut through the dogleg. Stays on track. It's down into 1 and 2. Evers up the hill a little bit further. That'll get Wilson finally clear as they head down the backstretch. We saw a pass on track. Yay! Like Nigel Christensen may have parked it. Jonathan Ledger also on pit road. We didn't see anything happen to the 28, but he is doing a donut in his pit box. Alright. There's Christensen. Christensen's been there for 4 minutes, Ledger for 2. Jeremy Scher, last car still running. He's 9 laps down. Borbell 5 laps down. JR Deal 2 laps down. Top 10. Curtis Ecker a lap down 9th. Chad Bean lap down in 8th. You have Ethan Evers, last car on the lead lap in 7th. Lane Wilson 6th. Adam Buzzio 5th. There's TJ Roberts in 4th. He is catching Joe Selby. There's Selby and there is Roebuck. Selby and Roberts. Best battle on track with 8 to go. We'll hang out with these guys for a little bit. Close in on the end of this race. 7 to go. Hayden Lowell's advantage 1.5 over Roebuck. Yeah, Roebuck, Selby, Roberts. Close proximity. Roberts trying to get onto the podium and get his post-race interview. Battle for third is the battle for the last first to get their interview. Selby has it. Roberts wants it. Saw Roebuck ahead of him running the really high line, but parlays that into a good run down the backstretch as Selby brushes the wall a little bit. That's going to give Roberts a run. We'll see where he takes it. Looks to take it high and try to drive it off low. Nothing doing there for Roberts. You see behind them, Wilson's caught the 5 of Buzzio with 5 to go. Wilson right on the back bumper of 5 of Adam Buzzio. Wilson going to make it look easy. Caught him and passed him just like that. Wilson up into the top 5. Wilson has a second to make up to catch the 3 of Roberts. 5 to go. That is a tall order. Selby and Roberts have closed in on Roebuck. Now we got a 3-car battle for second. 4 to go. And Selby really making gains on Roebuck through the center of the corner. Oh, but he brushes the wall and corner exit. That's going to hurt. Hayden Hall now 2.6 seconds over this battle. Just 2 laps remaining for Hayden. Thought it was kind of a tall order for Blaine Wilson to get there, but he's closing in. There you see the purple 18. Joe Selby agonizingly close to Blake Roebuck, but not able to get alongside him. White flag. White flag in the air for Hayden Lull. TJ Roberts has gone around in the 3 car. On the last lap though, no yellow flag for him. Hayden Lull riding behind the 19 of Curtis Ecker.
You're the last one. Complete the mission.
Hayden Lull in the
Good race,
67. Going to come off turn number 4. Look at the checkered flag all alone. Blake Roebuck, a 49 of Joe Selby and the 18 of Wilson. Quite the battle there for second. Roebuck going to get it. Selby third. Wilson fourth. Buzzio goes to fifth.
Good win, Hayden. Good race, everybody.
Evers winds up sixth as Roberts had multiple issues on his final lap. Still trying to get to the finish line for the 3. We just watch Roberts limp to the line. Top 3 to the interview room, please. Easy for me to say. There goes the 3 car across the line. 35 seconds behind the race leader. That's painful. See Hayden do his burnouts here. Scroll down to the waiting room, see who's down there. Nobody yet. Waiting for Selby, Roebuck, and Mr. Hayden Lull. We got Roebuck. Don't see Selby. Go ahead and pull in the 30 of Blake Roebuck. Nice of him to stay on track, but not in the useful area, so we'll have to rewind. Camera's not very kind in that area. We'll back it up. Get some rolling shots of him on TV1. There we go. Bring him on up. Blake, DG, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, it looked like a rather straightforward race tonight. Not a whole lot of drama and strong, long green flag runs, and you brought it home P2. Tell me how your race was.
Yeah, that was very big. I really struggled at Talladega last week. I was running up front and got collected and stuff, and it put me in a hole for the points. And this was massive. I got second at the stage, and I finished second, and I advanced to the championships. That's awesome.
And 4, that's a way to wrap it up. Good job there. You got any friends, family, and sponsor shout-outs to drop on us tonight, sir?
Yeah, absolutely. Always my team over at Ford Bite. I want to thank Ford, App State, Luke Combs, Funky Tulip, Taz Mraz. As always, I want to thank you for putting on the broadcast. I know Clint had something to do, so we thank Clint too. And I want to thank everybody that puts this league on. ButtKicker for sure. We'll be running for it next week.
And 4, I hope to see some good action next week. We appreciate you. Thanks so much.
Thank you guys.
Let's go get the 99, which is the 49 for this race. Joe, DG, you got a copy?
Good evening.
Good evening. How are you?
I'm doing okay. Just actually pretty good after a really nice race.
Yeah, looked like a lot of fun out there. How's that controller holding up for you?
It was good. I'm curious. I was the only one that I saw running the low line in 1 and 2, and I don't know if it's anything with the controller or with the brake bias and brake settings I had, but to me it looked faster, seemed faster, felt faster, yet nobody else was doing it.
I mean, I always run low in 1 and 2. What is now 1 and 2? What used to be 3 and 4? I always run low there. So you and me, we'll do it and let everyone else be out by the wall.
Yeah, I mean, if you get somebody right on your door, you would definitely get loose. But running single file, I was definitely faster at the bottom and felt like I was consistently faster than anybody I was racing around. Granted, none of us had anything for Hayden, so
I was gonna say faster than everybody with that one guy.
I wish I would have had a shot to get up there and actually race with him, but I could not get around Blake. Blake was extremely aggressive with the side drafting there in 1 and 2, and chopping and blocking, and I just could never get the right run to get by him.
Well, at the end of the day, you still got the 3rd place finish there. Nothing to, cry over or anything. Tell me, you got any friends, family, sponsors, shout outs to give out to us tonight?
No, absolutely. And I wasn't gonna try and wreck especially a playoff driver, in a race like this. So was just trying to take a patient. But no, thank you to you guys for putting on the race and broadcasting the race. And my Joe's team.
10-4, the Joe's team, always exciting. Sorry, Clint couldn't be here to broadcast for you, but hey, I was appreciative of you racing with us tonight, and thank you for coming up here to interview for us. And yeah, have a great week, and we'll catch you in the next race.
I thank you, and thank you for pinch hitting for Clint.
Absolutely. All right, bud. Have a good night.
All right, bye.
That's Joe Selby in the 49, getting the P3 finish tonight. Now let's go grab our race winner in the 67. Hayden, DG, talking again. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you 2 nights in a row.
I know, right? 2 nights in a row. McKenna's in chat 2 nights in a row. It's just been that kind of roll for you guys.
Yeah, it's been awesome. I just want as many laps on the sim as I can get before Tuesday, running for a championship, and figured I'd jump in here tonight, and I'd say that was 150 pretty good laps.
Pretty good. Pretty good is the understatement there. Completely dominated out there, and looked like you didn't really have much trouble. Just kind of on cruise control. Didn't really have anybody close enough to touch you for most of the race. And is that kind of how it felt behind the wheel? Just kind of out there on our cruise?
Yeah, there were a couple of times where towards the end I thought Blake would maybe push a little bit more and we'd be racing a bit, and that kind of started overthinking on that final caution. But I mean, yeah, most of it was just kind of clicking off laps, and especially end of the second stint, trying to make it to lap 100 on fuel, trying to save a little bit, and then doing the same thing to start, trying to make it to go 100 to 150, but we had the caution, so didn't mean much to the end. Couple of small mistakes, we could clean up. The right side of my car is not the prettiest. I've been up in the outside wall a couple of times, but yeah, it was just kind of click off the laps and everything out front.
I mean, you got to get the corner entry, right? So you might as well brush the wall a little bit.
Yeah, there's one spot in turns 1 and 2 where the wall it juts out, and that would catch me I had to have hit it like 15 or 20 times.
Good signs. Well, you got any friends, family, sponsor shout outs to drop on us tonight?
Cool to see McKenna making it out to chat. I know she was working on fireworks stuff. She makes things go boom. I have a girlfriend that makes things go boom. That's awesome.
You're in danger.
Yeah, we don't talk about that part though.
Do you feel safe at home?
I appreciate you stepping into broadcast tonight in the absence of Clint. I'm just gonna assume that he's still heartbroken after last night. But no, I really like to thank Napa Auto Parts, Mad Dog Designs for helping me out with getting to know the next gen, and I think it's going pretty well. So I think that's all I can think of for now. So if we win again, what's tomorrow? Can I go 3 for 3? No, I'm not that good. But
I mean, you got 2 shots tomorrow with the super lates and the trucks.
Oh, that's right, super lates.
Yeah.
We'll see. But no, I think that's all I got. Napa, Mad Dog Designs, and you for doing the broadcasts.
And McKenna.
Yeah, I mean, I got that one covered at the start though. So. lead with McKenna, end with DG. I think we're good.
Sounds like a hell of a night.
We're gonna go drink. That's what we're gonna do.
Also sounds like a hell of a night. All right, so congrats on the victory, and we'll catch you in the next race.
Thank you very much. I'll be.
That was the 67 Hayden Lowell getting the victory tonight. Congrats to him. Congrats to all the drivers that are going to be making it to the next round of the playoffs. Clint and Adam will get you guys taken care of on who that is over in the Sidewinder Discord. We're going to drop the link here in chat so you know how to get to that. Find out all the information you need with that Discord link right there. And we also have our website we keep up to date, which is right there. Hope you guys enjoyed tonight's broadcast. We have to tell you that this has been iRacing.com. You can go on over there, pick up a subscription, get these cars in this track, and come race with us. Let's go ahead and get our final results for tonight. We jump live here, and boom! Love doing that. Hayden Lowell, your race winner. Blake Roebuck, second. Joe Selby, Blaine Wilson, Adam Buzzio, your top 5. Ethan Evers, TJ Roberts, Chad Bean, Curtis Eckert, JR Deal, rounding out your top 10. Next page, we have Stephen Borbell, Jeremy Sher, Nigel Christensen, Jonathan Ledger, Sal Canizzo, Cliff Mullins, Tyler Lanin, Wyatt Disley, and Cody Brown. Chris Allcutter listed there was race control tonight, so not actually a scored driver. Yeah, fantastic. Appreciate you guys. I'm going to get this little hydrate in because Murr made me do it before we sign off. Thank you there, Murr. Appreciate you guys as always. Love you so much. Thanks for being here. Hope you enjoyed tonight's broadcast. We'll be back at it tomorrow with the truck series. Find out which 8 truck drivers move on to the final 4 next week. Thank you guys so much for being here. We're going to hop on out of here. Have a great week, and we'll see you in the next race.